All right, man. So playoffs are set for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Taking on the Magic after the Magic beat the Hawks in the play-in tournament. Not too worried about this opponent. Game 1 starts Sunday, Easter Sunday, 4:20.
Okay.
Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner.
Yep.
KCP, who hasn't been the KCP I expected to be with that team. But it's a team that can defend, is big, is long, have some perimeter shooting.
They're
Celtics
tough.
are still the Celtics.
Yeah, listen, the Magic are tough. They're young. They have a lot to prove. And again, this team overachieved, the Magic, overachieved last season.
Yeah.
And when that happens, especially to a young team, George, you come into that next season with a ton of expectations. And sometimes young teams don't really know how to handle prosperity, for lack of a better word. And I think that's what happened with the Magic this season. I think coming in with a target on their back, they were not sneaking up on anyone. Coming in with a target on their back, I think they struggled with that early. Then they had injuries galore. Paolo got hurt. Wagner got hurt. They had injuries all up and down that roster, which is a very talented roster. And sure enough, they, eventually they would get one back, but then the other one would be out and vice versa. And then eventually they got healthy towards the end of the season, and they got into this spot. This is a dangerous young team. And I caution all of us, in the media, as fans, it's easy to say Celtics in 4, blah, 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 and it could be. But this is the kind of team that presents problems. A young, opportunistic, underachieving team that had injury issues all year.
Yeah.
I mean, they put it together at the right time, and all they need to do is win one game, especially early. They can win game 1, game 2 range, and they get that confidence working. All of a sudden, the Celtics have to work a little bit harder than we all think. My gut here, George, I'll take the Celtics in 5. I do believe the Magic
at a game.
I do. I think this is a really tough. Now, here's their.
They can't shoot, though.
They cannot score. They have scoring issues. They're a limited scoring team.
And guess what the Celtics can do?
Of course.
They can defend.
Of course.
Now, the matchup that the Magic do present, it's like you got Anthony Black, big 6', 200-pound point guard, second year in the league, but one of their best defenders. Obviously, you have Franz Wagner,
Yes.
KCP, Paolo out on the wings. It's one of those, I think, game 1.5 are going to be tough.
Okay.
Like rock fight. But I think there's going to be that separation game 2, and then 3-4 is the runaway. Just because this Celtics team can defend, they buy in. It's full-on team basketball. They're super deep. They can rebound. They have the athleticism. They have the size, and they can score. And it's where you break it down that the Celtics have the 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of the 5 best players in the series.
Yeah.
And that's what it was in the finals. And you saw what it was for them. Wasn't a thing. Wasn't a worry. That's how I think it'll be against the Magic. And that's why I think it could be a sweep.
Okay. You said game 1.5-ish, it would be tight.
Then I think
and then
3-4.
And then they pull
break
away.
The spirit.
I get that way of thinking, and I actually think the same, except I'm just giving the Magic more credit than you. I think I'll go 1 or 2 games. I think the Magic will win one of those. And then in games 3, 4, 5, Celtics pull away. So we're not far off. I'm just giving the Magic more credit because one of the reasons I can talk them so fluently is because I lost a ton of money.
You're Mr. Magic.
Betting on the Magic this season. Last season, I did great.
Yeah.
And then I came in with the expectation, like, here we go. They're going to be one of the top teams in the East. Incorrect. Now, again, it was injuries, but this is a talented team. And I just could see, and maybe you steal a game 1 or a game 2. I think the Magic will win a game, but it doesn't really matter whether it's a sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
They're going to get their arse kicked. I'm looking more to the East outside of Cleveland. Who the hell can push this Boston Celtics team? And I don't really believe there's anyone there. I mean, Giannis is Giannis, of course, but we don't know the health of Dame. And even if he comes back, what percentage is he?
Yeah.
The Knicks have already proven they can't beat elite teams, Boston included. The Pacers, no one believes in. The Pistons feel ahead of schedule. They're kind of like the Magic. Good defense, tough team, but not on the level as the Celtics. I just think Cleveland's the only shot to push the Celtics. And by the way, let's define push. What is it, 6 games? Okay. Yeah. I don't think it will be as dominant of a championship run as we saw last season from the Celtics, but certainly in the East, I don't think they get pushed, George. Magic or otherwise.
I think finals will be a lot tougher.
I think finals will be a lot tougher.
I just think when you look at this Magic team, they're deep. They have the shooters. Whether it's a KCP, Anthony Black can ring it from 3 as well, but he's more of like an inside type scorer. But it's just they have the depth of the scorers, even a Tristan Da Silva, the big that they drafted out of Colorado.
I like him.
That's, again, they have the depth, but it's like having the dude. Where Paolo Banchero, I love him. Really refined. Similar game, like a less explosive Jason Tatum is his game, right? Really refined, really technical.
Yeah.
Can like lull you to sleep. It's not exciting, but his fundamentals are so good. And he can score at every level that you just enjoy to watch him. Yeah. And he brings it on both ends of the floor. But it's just like Tatum eliminates Banchero. We'll see what Jaylen Brown's like with his knee getting the injections, but he eliminates a Franz Wagner.
Allegedly, he's fine.
Drew Holiday, that eliminates an Anthony Black. There's no Jalen Suggs in this. Right. And that's where it's just you go position by position. They just have the upper hand and everything. Yeah. This is a good Magic team, but you need that elite scoring and you need the shooting, especially this time of year, and they just don't have it. And they do a good job running their opponents off the three-point line, but it's just on the other end, they just can't match threes.
Okay, walk with me. So we agree no one in the East will push the Celtics except maybe the Cavs, but it sounds like we both think 6 games for them.
Yeah.
But we both did in unison say the finals for Banner 19 will be much tougher than Banner 18. Who are the suspects? I mean, Thunder, Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets out. Agree?
No Rockets.
Oh, see, I believe in the young Rockets. I would not be shocked if it's Boston, Houston in the finals, and we see our old friend Ime.
That would be so shocking.
What has me, I would not be shocked.
How good this Warriors team is now.
Okay, so that's
Jimmy
where I was
Butler
going.
running that second unit.
They have to get out of that series, and then
then they got to beat the Thunder. This is still a young team, and experience matters.
I have more confidence in the Rockets upsetting the Thunder than I do the Warriors.
If the Rockets had, like, if they got Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, because they need that veteran experience. You need more than Dylan Brooks. It's a young team. You need actual vets that are big-time players on that team. Ime Udoka is a great coach. Like, he will make it a series with the Warriors, but watching Jimmy Butler, how he runs a second unit, how connected they are offensively and defensively, both ends of the floor, and Steph is Steph.
Okay, time out.
You need that Rockets team to get past the Warriors.
Okay, time out. The way you're talking, sir.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that perhaps the Warriors could be the opponent for Banner?
That's something where I would not be shocked if it's the Warriors. And this is like the last push. They pushed all the buttons the right way. They have a big and quick post that can shoot and rim protect, right? Okay, who does he match up with? Then that's KP. And it's the same thing, matches up with Chet and protects the rim against the Thunder. What they have in Jimmy Butler, being that floor general on both ends of the floor, and again, running the second unit, being deep. If they can win the non-Steph minutes, that's what's essential for the Warriors, and they flashed that.
Timeout! Thunder?
I still think it's Thunder in the finals.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, in terms of confidence.
The combos I entertain is Thunder, Lakers, Warriors.
Whew. Gosh, the NBA wins.
Oh,
right?
With all of that, yeah.
With all of them. Every storyline. Thunder, SGA, it's his time. Young team, trying to dethrone the champs. Yeah. I mean, Lakers, Celtics, what do I need to say, right? And then, obviously, Steph back here again against the Celtics. Man, the NBA would win. The NBA would hate my finals. Like Celtics, Rockets, no one outside of this market, and probably Houston, cares about the Ime storyline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one cares about that. What is this, like All My Children? It's not soap opera. But, I disagree with you. Here's my confidence level. I don't know why. I'm not buying the Thunder. Everyone's putting them in the finals. This is still a young team. They were the youngest number 1 seed ever in the history of this league last season. Yeah. And they got a little bit of playoff experience. I think they went out in the second round. I'm not just putting them in the finals. I hear you with the Lakers, veteran team, Luka and LeBron. I could see it. I'm not there with the Warriors. I don't have as much confidence as you. I just like the Rockets style. I like that it's defense first.
Yeah.
Their coach is elite. We all know that around here. I'm going to tell you something. Hot take. I think we're getting Lakers Celtics. And the ratings will just be absurd.
Yeah.
And Luka will lose again to the Celtics.
In 5.
Yeah. It won't be entertaining. But
the way the Celtics
the ratings will be insane.
Thunder would be so much more entertaining. I think the ratings would be insane for game 1 and 2.
And
then everyone
for
tunes
Thunder?
out. No, for Lakers, Celtics. And then Celtics are just going to beat their ass.
Bro, are you kidding?
Dude,
the
Luka,
ratings would be insane every game.
We just saw it last year.
It's Celtics Lakers.
Yeah, but it's just going to be so lopsided.
Blowouts.
And it's again how they match up with Luka. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Thunder Celtics. Yes, it's not Lakers Celtics, but Thunder Celtics. That still's an SGA in that brand.
you believe in them pretty heavy.
They're deep. They made a deep run.
I don't believe it.
They can defensively match up. They can shoot. They can score. And this Lakers team is just still missing a piece. Luka's good. Needs to be in better shape.
A rim protector.
Just because it was a bad trade doesn't mean it went away. Yeah, they need a rim protector.
Yeah.
And for LeBron, it's just how is he going to match up in a 7-game series?
Right.
With this really tough West.
Yeah. And Luka's conditioning we've seen in the finals is not the best.
He does. He runs out of gas. That is something he needs to take serious, and you hope that's something he picks up.
He doesn't have Kyrie to bail him out this time.
No.